Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This is a photo found in the Nation News of Vincent Anthony Lowe, head of Prayer Palace Ministries, who has been found guilty of indecent assault. It's the clearest photo I've seen so far. I have blogged on him, but this is one of the better ones, so I want to get this one on YouTube so that when he is sentenced and I have to find a photo, I'll have this one. Okay, it's all done to keep things in place. So we have photos. He's not a ghost. We have to have photos of people when we're talking about them. Okay, here is a little bit of his story. He was charged with sex offenses, and it's really difficult for people that you give power over to. When you hand someone your power, when you call them pastor, or when you call them like honorable, or when you do things like give a vote, once you hand your power over to someone, it's really, you're actually doing them a disfavor. You're not doing them any favors at all. You're creating a monster. That's what you're doing. You're creating a monster. And then with slavery in his DNA, it was inevitable if he's with young people, if he's with a child, if he's, alone, if they're not related to him, even if they're related to him. It's really, he has to work against his own DNA. He has to try to be born again, like your good book says. He will have to be born again in a way that he's rewriting his own DNA and his urges. He has to fight with his own urges and say, you are not going to get the better of me. I'm not going to let you get the better of me and hurt a child, something that lasts for a lifetime. For a lifetime. He would have had to have known those sort of skills. And how many of you do? How many of you would know or have been taught those types of skills? And from who? Certainly not your dad and your mom. I don't know, but it's a difficult thing, fighting against your own DNA, fighting something that comes naturally. It's like breathing. It's like breathing. It's like saying, you want to live, but it's like, if you breathe, you're going to do something bad. So what are you going to do? It's almost impossible for guys like Lowe. It's almost impossible for people like Vincent Anthony Lowe not to do what he did. It's impossible. It's an impossibility for him not to have done what he did. Okay, many get away with it. Many get away with it. Many think it, and barely, because someone knocked on the door or someone called the phone, or by a stroke of luck, they were prevented from doing it. Okay, so some kids do get lucky, but the thought is always there, and it's just a matter of time if you allow your children to be alone with someone that you have given your power to. You've made him think that he's bigger than he is, more powerful than he is, and he thinks that way because you give your power to him. Okay, so what Vincent Anthony Lowe did comes naturally. It's like breathing in Barbados, in places where you've been traumatized, in places where you have that kind of stuff, proclivities in your DNA. It's how you replenished the stock back in the day. It's within you. It's part of you. It's who you are. You're living in Barbados. You're drinking the water. You're breathing the air, and the air is just circulating. It's not going anywhere. The same air your ancestors breathed. You're breathing now. It's not going anywhere. And until you educate yourselves, you have to educate yourselves how to be better people, teach yourselves how to be better human beings. How to be a better human being. You have to teach yourself. No one's going to teach you. No one's coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. You have to be self-taught. You have to figure it out and realize there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with the way I behave. There's something wrong with these thoughts that are in my head. How do I get them out? You're going to have to deal with yourselves. You're going to have to deal with yourselves. Vincent Anthony Lowe is all throughout Barbados, up and down everywhere. Barbados, there's a Vincent Anthony Lowe. Okay, it's not remarkable what he did. It's unremarkable. It happens all the time. It's systemic. It's rampant. Okay, it's rampant. Okay, so let's see. You have to wait and see what he gets as a way of sentencing. He's off to Dawes right now. You have to wait to see how much, if he'll spend the rest of his years. He's 71 years old now. Have to wait to see how much longer he has behind the hotel in St. Philip. If is he married? Does he have is he still, well, he had a wife and he was doing what he was doing. Is she still with him? Does she believe him? You know, they put the blame on the children. They blame children for everything. So I don't know how that is going to go down with her. Is she going to be waiting for him when he gets out? Oh, God, help me, Lord. But anyhow, that's it for this. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.